Well, a beautiful Wednesday it is. Firstly, I'm so appreciative of you for joining me on a 1-hour journey to a destination that will leave you more educated and also informed on stories making rounds in Kenya and also the neighbors. And tonight, just a recap for you, former Kakamega Senator Boniface Halwale has shelved his gubernatorial bid in support of Kakamega Senator Cleophas Malala. Halwale will now vie for the Kakamega Senate seat. Also tonight, we have a comprehensive feature, the curse of the deputy presidency in Kenya, highlighting the jinx of Kenya's vice presidency out of the 9 former vice presidents in Kenya's political history. Well, these are some of the stories prepared for you tonight, and of course there is our 2 segments, My Hustle and the education segment. Welcome to the authoritative and now the most watched bulletin that airs Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. and 9 a.m. and on weekends, that is Saturday and Sunday at 9 p.m. My name is Rida Karim Chabet. Welcome. Upia Party, formed by Northern Kenya leaders to champion for interest of the region, has become the latest local political outfit to support ODM leader Raila Odinga's presidential bid ahead of the August polls. The party, led by Treasury Cabinet Secretary Ukur Yatani, announced they will back Raila's bid to State House at the party's National Delegates Convention (NDC) held at the Bomas of Kenya on Wednesday. While making his speech, the ODM boss Raila Odinga thanked the party's delegates for endorsing him, reiterating his commitment to seeking the country's top job. Here is the full story.
Azimio la Umoja presidential aspirant Raila Odinga on Wednesday attended the Upia Party's National Delegates Conference at the Bomas of Kenya. The NDC was convened to endorse the party's coalition agreement with Azimio and officially endorse Raila's presidential bid. Upia Party joined Azimio after signing a coalition pact with the Jubilee Party. Raila called on the delegates present at the event to back his presidential bid ahead of the August 9th polls. Raila said Azimio's main agenda is to give Kenyans alternative leadership that is devoid of socio-economic hardships. The Azimio presidential aspirant said Kenyans are facing 3 main enemies, that is diseases, ignorance and poverty.
Nataka nyinyi mkitoka mwende huko mpeleke habari ati ukombozi wa 3 ya Kenya imeanza. Harakati ya ukombozi wa 3 wa Kenya imeanza. Itakuja na hii uchaguzi ambao inakuja. Ukombozi wa kwanza ilileta uhuru. Ya pili ilileta katiba mpya. Ya 3 ni ya mwisho ya kiuchumi. Sawa? Na tutaboresha ugatuzi. Tutahakikisha kwamba pesa ambayo inakuja mashinani itazidishwa 15 mpaka 25. Itakuja kule chini. Hapa juu, hapo Marsabit, hapo Moyale, Mandera, Tana River, kila mahali. Kwa nini sitajirike?
He said this can be achieved through the establishment of elaborate rain harvesting initiatives that would allow irrigation farming around the year.
Peleka maji ya kutosha watu wetu. Wakati wa mvua tunavuna, tunajenga mabwawa, tunavuna maji. Tukana maji ya kutosha. Ingine tunachimba kutoka huko chini ardhini. Ingine tuko na mito. Tunapiga hata kilomita 1000 na piga maji na leta karibu na watu. Sawa.
Also present at the event was Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka, who has since joined Azimio la Umoja and declared support for Raila's presidential bid. Leaders from arid and semi-arid areas have promised to lock the northeastern region behind Raila Odinga's presidential bid under the UPIA party. UPIA party leader, Treasury Cabinet Secretary Kuria Tani stated in February that the party has successfully managed to galvanize the northeastern region behind Raila Odinga and curtailed the chances of other political outfits not allied to the Azimio la Umoja movement. He said the ground was tightly under President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga.
Tutabadilisha hali ya maisha wetu, hata wakati ukame, watu hakuna tofauti. Kuna chakula ya malisho ya kutosha ya ng'ombe na ya mbuzi na kondoo.
For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, Ambusha Bijonia.
Fire! 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 Fire!
And away from that, NARC Kenya party leader Martha Karua has defended her decision to join the Azimio la Umoja movement led by President Uhuru Kenyatta, saying she has found a critical mass of good people, notwithstanding their shortcomings. Millicent Makoha with the full report on that story.
That from now onwards, NARC Kenya and I are supporting the Azimio presidential candidate.
Karua, who spoke during a press conference on 23rd March when she announced that she will back the Azimio movement candidate, ODM leader Raila Odinga, said both sides of the leading political camps, Azimio and Kenya Kwanza, have people with a tainted past.
All the distinguished men and women, ladies and gentlemen in this tent and members of the press.
NARC Kenya party leader Martha Karua has declared support for Azimio la Umoja presidential candidate Raila Odinga.
I'm here to confirm that from now onwards, NARC Kenya and I are supporting the Azimio presidential candidate, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga. And this is without any...
She said she's aware that there may be people in the movement who may have looted public resources, but she considered carefully her choices and opted for a leader who have pledged to steer the country.
While acknowledging that no side has only saints, all sides have people who may have looted in the past, all sides have people who do not believe in the rule of law, and all sides have good people. We must look for leaders who have a demonstrated track record of being selfless, of putting the interests of the nation above theirs. People who can fulfill promises, because it's easy to make promises during campaign. But we know that without integrity in leadership, without safeguarding public resources, all those promises will amount to nothing.
First, I had a quick occasion to sit down with my comrade and sister, Martha Karua, before we came here. We had a one-on-one, just the two of us, which was very valuable. And in that period of time, we took the journey down the memory lane and looked at where we've come from as a people and as a country and where we are. There are not very many people around with whom I can share that kind of experience. She's one of them. And we've agreed that the time has come again for us to come together. So, if you now allow me, I will now want to put this crown on top of Martha to welcome to the Azimio.
For Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television, I'm Millicent Makoha.
With the Azimio presidential flag bearer, Comrade Raila Odinga. at this stage, because that is a struggle language, I will not use Baba, I will say comrade. We've been in the trenches together. We've come a long way in the struggle and fight for liberation in this country, the second liberation, fight for the constitution. And when we have had disagreements, we've been able to lay them on the table, overcome them in the interest of the people of Kenya.
And former Kakamega Senator Boniface Halwale has shelved his gubernatorial bid in support of Cleophas Malala. Halwale will now vie for the Kakamega Senate seat after talks that were led by Deputy President William Ruto and his Kenya Kwanza principals Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula. Let's listen in. Former Kakamega Senator Boniface Halwale has shelved his gubernatorial bid in support of Cleophas Malala.
Today, I'm pleased to inform the rest of the country that you ain't seen nothing yet. I have not stepped down. In fact, I have stepped up so that I focus more on the common agenda that covers our people and also the rest of the Kenyans.
Halwale will now vie for the Kakamega Senate seat after talks that were led by Deputy President William Ruto and his Kenya Kwanza principals Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula.
If you are a utility player in soccer, you accept the position that the coach deploys you to.
The role that Boni Halwale is going to play as a senatorial candidate is not any lesser or greater than the role Senator Malala will play as our candidate for governor. A good leader must always be ready as you climb on the shoulders of others to go up, be ready also to be climbed on and be stepped on by others to climb up.
What is happening in Kakamega today is a consolidation of a process where the leaders of Kenya Kwanza are going to pursue the common good of victory for the people of Kenya first, and then the issue of which roles we play comes secondary.
Malala, who is the incumbent Kakamega senator, accepted the endorsement and exuded confidence that he will be successful.
With a lot of humility, I wish to accept the nomination and the endorsement for me to run as governor for Kakamega County, and most importantly, thank my political father, Honorable former Senator Boni Halwale, for ceding ground. And he has not done so because I am a better leader than him. No, he has done so because of the sacrifice and the bigger picture Kenya Kwanza is looking at in the near future. So to our opponents, brace yourself for a fierce fight, because a combination of Malala and Halwale, I think you know the results.
The two had recently clashed over who between them is fit to be elected the next Kakamega governor during the Kenya Kwanza rally led by Wetangula in Shinoi Market in Kakamega County.
My party leader, Musalia Mudavadi, who has been my first hand supporter, and my good friend and my father, Honorable Wetangula, for breaching this agreement, and we want to assure you that we are going to deliver Kakamega to Kenya Kwanza.
That combining the youth of Cleophas Malala and the experience, vast experience of Dr. Boni Halwale, Kakamega is so much richer than it was before.
Mudavadi and Wetangula lauded the two leaders for amicable agreement and say they will be used as a good example moving forward in making the team strong as they seek other positions.
We want to appreciate the magnanimity of Dr. Boni Halwale, because he is also a formidable politician in this country, not just a son of Kakamega, but a formidable politician in this country. And what they have done sets the example that we want to pursue in dealing with our members of Kenya Kwanza in other areas, so that we can have some consensus building.
That in going into Kakamega with a Malala Halwale candidacy, we are going to overrun our opponents in the shortest time possible and deliver a sweet victory to Kenya Kwanza and in a greater extent to the people of Kenya.
For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television. For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm Rida Kering Chebet. A happy and joyous mood filled the Bungoma GK prison after the inmates were treated for the first time ever celebration witnessed in the county, a baby shower, which is basically a party which is thrown to celebrate the impending birth of a new baby. In the midst of the inmates, 2 women were expectant and they could not hide their joy. Millicent Makoha Udmo.
Many consider the prison to be a place for criminals. In Bungoma women's prison, things are different. The inmates of the prison were organized a baby shower ceremony to celebrate the 2 women who are expecting a baby. It was a ceremony organized by the Deputy Inspector of Police Women's Unit, Mrs. Nancy Adhiambo. It is a celebration full of happy songs of congratulations to 2 women at the women's prison in Bungoma. The purpose of the celebration, as Mrs. Nancy points out, is to remove the concept of prison as a place of suffering.
The aim of hosting this baby shower was to be with the principles of one of our principles of human rights, to indicate that prison is not for punishment, and at the same time we wanted to create the issue of idea that prison life should be similar to that of outside world. The aim was to make them feel loved, feel cared for, because in our institution as a department we do take care of children from 0 age to 4 years, and the government has clear facilitation for their program in terms of food and as part of their settings.
Nancy explains that it is a plan they have made for the first time in the intent to organize such events in the near future, while explaining that they want pregnant prisoners to feel safe and like most women out there.
Mimi nimefurahia sikia leo, yani nimesikia nikaa niko raia. Juu ningekuwa raia hata kuna mtu angekumbuka kunifanyia hivi.
Na ni mazuri humu ndani, na pia tunashughulikiwa kama sisi mama wenye tuko na ujauzito, tunashughulikiwa vizuri, kazi hatupewi, tuna relax.
In addition, in terms of hygiene, they have made sure that they have set aside a place for the care of children and pregnant women in prison. Nancy's statement was echoed by Jen Oranga, prisoner advocacy officer, congratulating the inmates and the entire Bungoma prison administration.
I just want to appreciate my senior, Madam Nancy, for coming up with such a program. And it has really lifted us up and even has made the self-esteem of our clients to be raised. And we really appreciate, and even we appreciate our stakeholders. We approached them after a short notice, but they really came in and they have really helped us to make this day a success.
For Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television, I'm Millicent Makoha.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i, accompanied by other transport stakeholders, on Wednesday held a consultative meeting with officials of the Border Association of Kenya. The meeting, which comes against the backdrop of a public outcry following an increase in criminal acts allegedly committed by rogue border operators, focused on regulation and restoration of order in the sector.
My brothers and sisters, I want to ask you, I want to make a very humble request to you. I want us to be messengers of peace and stability. Messengers of peace. This is our only home on earth. This is the country that the Lord has blessed us with. We are a blessed people. God has given us a wonderful country and wonderful people in all ourselves. And we have chosen democracy. That's okay. We will argue, electoral contests are just that. an argument about ideas, about policies, and so on. It's okay. Even those ones who come and look at us and say, you, I'll give you 200 billion, you, I'll give you 100 billion, it's okay. Even those ones, they have room to continue saying those things they say. Let us all be together.
And now to matters education. The Education Cabinet Secretary George Magoha has revealed that the 2021 KCPE results will be released on Monday, March 28th or Tuesday, March 29th. Magoha made the revelation on Wednesday, March 23rd when he opened a KCSE exam container at Kibra in Nairobi. The minister says the results will be announced after President Uhuru Kenyatta gives him the go-ahead to do so on Monday or Tuesday next week.
So for those who have not breached the integrity of the exams, be warned that your jobs are at risk, and for the students, your results are at risk. We are not going to consider. Just like you are punishing us this time, we shall also be very happy to punish you at the judgment time. In terms of ACP, I think we can more or less work with Monday or Tuesday, according to His Excellency President Sonar. As far as marking is concerned, we are done. We are just doing a few things here and there to ensure that there are no gaps.
And now on to sad news. 5 people died on Tuesday after consuming illicit brew in Kanan village in Kamukuyo ward in Kimilili constituency, that is in Bungoma County. The victims, 3 women and 2 men, were among residents who complained of stomach ache and general body weakness after consuming the brew, the locally known as changa. The 5 succumbed to the complications while receiving treatment at various health facilities around the area.
Tukomeshe wengine wenye walikunywa kama wako hospitali wapone. Kwa maana watu wengi saa hii tulikuwa tuka hapa wanasema ati mwingine anakufa huko tena. Mwenye anafanya 5. Ni tena yeye alikuwa kwa hao watu wenye walikufa. Ilikuwa kama mimi namaliza hapa miaka 70 kwa hii kijiji. Ilikuwa patona. Sasa saa hii ni shauri nyingine tu baba. Tunataka msaidie sisi. Pombe hiyo nani alileta? Nani alipika hiyo pombe? Hiyo tawe ilitoka injikani ndiye naua watu yetu. Hiyo ndio mimi nataka.
Labda majina.
Mimi ninaitwa Jackson Wekesa kwa Alasia Busuru. Huyu tata mwenye amekufa yeye ndiye ananifuata mimi. Na mimi nilipikiwa simu saa 2 wakaniambia Eunice amekufa. Na mwenye anipikia simu nikamuuliza amekufa nini? Akasema ati ni pombe. Na akakata simu. Na langu vile mimi nimeona hiyo pombe hiyo kuwa pombe ya kufaa. Unajua watu wengine wako hospitali na wengine wamewaka kwa hii area tu watu 5, kumaanisha hiyo pombe si nzuri.
Huyu mama wa kwanza anaitwa Retemta, ndio alikuwa mama yangu wa kunizaa mimi. Siwezi nikatanganya na siwezi nikaficha mbele ya Mungu. Aliumea nibozo akakuva. Aliteseka kwa mtu hatukujua ni nini ile inaua hawa watu. Tulitani ni yeye ndio peke yake mwenye alikuva, kumbe watu wengi ndio wanakuva. Tungejua ni sumu mapema, watu wote hawangekufa. Atungekuwa na hii shida yote hii.
The jinx of Kenya's vice presidency. Out of the 9 former vice presidents in Kenya's political history, only Daniel Toroitich arap Moi automatically rose to become the president, and this only happened following the death of Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. Mwai Kibaki had to bid his time to clinch the presidency after the end of Moi's 10-year rule in the multi-party era. Others with ambitions for high office, such as the late Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, the late Professor Josephat Karanja, and the late Professor George Saitoti, fell by the wayside. Bushebi Jr. tells us more in the feature known as the curse of deputy presidency in Kenya.
At the peak of 2017 presidential elections, Deputy President William Ruto, then under the Jubilee Party, headed by President Uhuru Kenyatta, described the opposition coalition NASA as clueless, rudderless, leaderless, and disorganized.
Kama Kama Rais Kibaki angekuwa na timu, angefanya mambo mengi Kenya hii, lakini aliangaishwa na watu wa nusu mkate na nusu mkeka na sijui nini, mpaka kazi yake akafanya kiasi. Ule bwana kitendawili anataka kutuletea story ya nusu mkate. Mnataka nusu mkate tena? The stadium in Chuka will be complete. In 3 months time, the stadium in Moyale will be complete. In 6 months time, the stadium in Kamarin in West Pokot, which is historic, will be complete. In a couple of months, the stadium in Eldoret will be complete. In Nyeri, the president gave the title. There was a challenge of title. Now we have a title, and now the program has been rolled out. In Kiambu, in another 3-4 months, the stadium will be complete. We have challenges. We have a small challenge in Mombasa because the county government has issues of ownership of the land, although all the contracts and everything has been signed for, including the tartan for the stadium is in place. We have a small challenge again in Kisumu because the county government has not relocated the dumping site, which is next to the stadium, and international requirements dictate that you cannot have a dumping site side by side with a stadium. As soon as that is relocated, that process will be completed.
5 years later, nothing better describes the trajectory of his last term as deputy president, as succession politics took center stage unbridled.
Kuna wakati wa kazi na kuna wakati wa siasa. Sasa tunaingia kipindi ya siasa, kila mtu ako na uhuru sasa.
In the last term of Jubilee government in 2022, it is a script typical of founding President Mzee Jomo Kenyatta's last years in office. The big question is, has the ruling party Jubilee become ineffectual and Kenya become known as the no-party state? What about the allegations by President Uhuru Kenyatta that his deputy Ruto had abandoned his duties, instead began early campaigns to succeed him, wield power and pursue his own political interests, leading to a massive fallout? Welcome to the curse of deputy presidency in Kenya. The first president of Kenya, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, took power after independence in 1963. In 1979, Daniel Moi became president after the death of Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. In December 2002, Mwai Kibaki became the third president after Moi, and in April 2013, Uhuru Kenyatta, the son of Jomo Kenyatta, became the fourth president of Kenya. The Kenyattas have gone into books of history when both a father and a son became presidents 34 years apart. In the two periods, the senior and junior Kenyattas are deputized by Daniel Moi and William Ruto, respectively. The title vice president has since been replaced with deputy president. Ruto is Moi's political prodigal son. In presidential succession, the deputy president is always the focal person because he is a heartbeat away from presidency. Holders of the office are often opposed and humiliated. Kenyan history is replete with scenes of the humiliation of the deputy president since Oginga Odinga's time. Moi, Mwai Kibaki, Dr. Josephat Karanja and Professor George Saitoti were no different, nor is Ruto. In fact, many have argued that the position is a cursed one. Until recently, Uhuru had not directly opposed his deputy's political ambitions. He tacitly did so in his public speeches, body language, and through his project Stop Ruto 2022. This is a case of history repeating itself. At deja vu of Moi's tribulations with the status elites around Jomo Kenyatta, who could not fathom how a person like Moi, without pedigree and not from the right ethnicity, could succeed Mzee. The open resistance against Ruto mirrors the very same beaten path that Moi had to endure before eventual ascension to power after Mzee's demise. Save that unlike Mzee, Uhuru is young and in good health and therefore may play a key role in his succession.
Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga,
na yeye tutatembea na yeye bega kwa bega. Mimi si project yake, hata yeye si project yangu. Tuko pamoja, tunatembea sambamba,
na tumekubaliana katika ile mikataba ambayo tunaandikiana ya kwamba tutaketi pamoja na ndugu yetu ambaye ni captain wetu sasa.
The first term of Uhuru's regime saw Ruto at the center of government, perhaps because it was a coalition government of URP and TNA, and because Uhuru needed him for his re-election. Uhuru once handed over the instruments of power to Ruto when he headed to The Hague to attend the case against him before the International Criminal Court. It is no more. The music has stopped, and so has the bromance tango. The Building Bridges initiative was birthed by the 2017 handshake of Uhuru and opposition leader Raila Odinga to save a country which was falling apart after the latter swore himself in as the people's president following botched presidential election. It has achieved the purpose of taming Raila and allowing Uhuru to finish his term with less turbulence. The unclenching of fists by the two leaders and the BBI process ostensibly excluded Ruto. Apart from Jaramogi Odinga, who took on his tormentors head-on from January 1965 to April 1966 when he threw in the towel, no other vice president has staged a formidable fight to save his place as Dr. Ruto has done. Deputy President William Ruto has come under fire from the Kikuyu Council of Elders for attacking President Uhuru Kenyatta. The elders are on record, led by Wachira Wakiago and Dungu Gaithuma, saying that the DP is too ambitious in his presidential bid. Chairman Kiago said Ruto's pursuit for power is worrying and he risks being cast if he continues attacking Uhuru and his mother Mama Ngina Kenyatta. Of late, Deputy President William Ruto sounds like an injured tiger. He is angry, cornered, and willing to fight those determined to eclipse his political goal.
Hatupangwingwi, meaning singe kuweko serikali ya Jubilee haingetengenezwa. Let us face the truth. Sijui kama tunaelewana.
His only solace is that his position as deputy president is protected by the constitution, although he seems to have lost his place within President Uhuru Kenyatta's inner circle.
Deputy President William Samoei Ruto, you are now out of order, and enough is enough. We will not be behaving in a decent manner if we don't do the decent thing, and that is to inform the speakers that those members have ceased being members of the parties that took them to parliament.
Porojo haimalizi umaskini. Porojo haitibu kansa. Porojo haijengi barabara. Shauri yenu, kila mtu ako na haki ya kufanya vile ataka, lakini Wakenya mjiulize ni barabara gani ambayo tunataka kupitia.
Whereas the presidency is open to any qualified person in a democratic society like Kenya, the deputy president may naturally feel entitled to inherit his boss' job, but this is not always the case. And besides, hardly do kings entertain the talk of succeeding them while they are still alive. They tend to immortalize themselves. Ruto seems to have made peace with the fact that his boss may never support his candidature in the August 2022 elections, at least not for now.
Niko na uwezo wa kusema mimi naona fulani yako na uwezo wa kuendelea bahali ambapo mimi nimefikisha. Ama inenaje jameni?
It is not the first time that a vice or deputy president has found himself in a similar predicament due to succession wars. Moi's vice president Mwai Kibaki found himself restricted to his native Nyeri district, and few politicians would dare invite him to their districts. The fear among Moi's inner circle was that Mr. Kibaki was capable of building a national image and perhaps become a threat to Moi. But Kibaki faced the humiliation he went through silently and hardly raised his voice until he found out that his position as a politician was under threat during the 1988 Q voting saga. President Uhuru Kenyatta has now officially endorsed the ODM leader Raila Odinga for the presidency. While addressing delegates of the mountain, Uhuru urged his community to back Raila's bid, saying he has the best interests for the country. This has been echoed by his allies and mother Mama Ngina Kenyatta.
Tuwe kitu kimoja na hakuna mtu ambaye atawachwa nje ya serikali ya Raila Amolo Odinga, wote watakuwa ndani.
The president, in an apparent reference to Deputy President William Ruto, said he will have no problem supporting him, but only in future if he reforms. The presidential succession in Kenya is coincidentally a family business that Kenyans are unwittingly drawn into, and family altars speak through spirituality, fermenting into physical manifestations experienced by 5 senses of Kenyans. For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, Ambusha Bejonia.
And with that, I'm taking a short commercial break. I'll be back shortly. Stay tuned.
It is a season of seriousness, and only the serious presenters come onto your screen.
Maisha Prime News and Maisha Prime Morning Edition.
My hustle, my story. Maisha Prime Weekend.
With Kirin Chibet, Millicent Makoha, Brian Gad, only on Maisha TV.
There is a saying, behind every great man is a great woman. But there is a divide, a gap, a separation. It's about acknowledging the unseen efforts, the disparity, and expectations. Support. What does it mean to have support, to give support, to live without support? It's time that support goes both ways, because beside every great man is a great woman.
Kisiwa Technical Training Institute is a leading technical training institute committed to offering high-quality education in the process, produce highly skilled, knowledgeable, and responsible graduates in the field of engineering, science, and technology. We provide high-quality education in Kenya and beyond, offered by a dedicated team of lecturers for globally competitive skills in TVET, innovations and research solutions for socio-economic prosperity. You can apply for a diploma or a certificate course in electrical engineering, information and communication technology, social work and community development, agriculture and agricultural engineering, hospitality and institutional management, building and civil engineering, business studies, secretarial studies, among many. We offer both online learning and blended learning through e-learning. The institute does not charge any fee for admission application forms. Apply now. Kisiwa Technical Training Institute is located in Kabuchai in Bungoma County. Under Kisiwa Technical Training Institute, you get quality training under modern facilities, library, laboratory, playing grounds, and courts.
Once you enroll with us, you are assured of out of the total fees for the year 56,420, the government is going to pay for you 30,000 shillings.
For more information, contact us on 011 00 96 090, 011 00 96 090. You can also send your application to PO Box 657 Bungoma. You can write your email to info@kisiwatech.ac.ke. Kisiwa Technical Training Institute, a center of excellence in TVET research and innovations.
Are you looking for a reputable technical institution to enhance your technical skills? Look no further. Kongoni Technical and Vocational College is an approved technical training institute by TVETA, a college committed to providing you with quality programs and services that will enhance and enrich your technical hands-on skills to meet societal needs. It is a top-rated technical and vocational college in provision of training, innovation, and action research in Kenya and beyond. We provide quality technical vocational training and research in collaboration with stakeholders to produce highly skilled and innovative human resource. We offer certificate in general agriculture, diploma in entrepreneurial agriculture, diploma in general agriculture, artisan in storekeeping, certificate in computerized secretarial, certificate in supply chain management, certified in information studies, certified public accountant, diploma in accounting, diploma in supply chain management, certificate in ICT, Diploma in ICT, Certificate in Welding and Fabrication, Diploma in Welding and Fabrication, Certificate in Hairdressing and Beauty, Diploma in Fashion Design and Clothing, Certificate in Fashion Design and Clothing, among many. Kongoni Technical and Vocational College is located in Likuyani Sub-County of Kakamega County, next to Likuyani Sub-County headquarters along Kitale Eldoret Road. For more information, contact us on 0721927458 or 0712114908. You can also send your application to PO Box 4530-205 Matunda or write to us on email to kongonitvc@gmail.com. Kongoni Technical and Vocational College, technology and innovation to meet societal needs.
A strong woman knows she has strength enough for the journey. But a woman of strength knows it is in the journey where she will become strong. Join Irene Mumbo Bushebi and Rita Kering on Prime Women Talk every Wednesday from 8 p.m. exclusive to MTV. Unapotia bidii katika maisha, mwishowe unafanikiwa. Unapotazama runinga maisha, unajifunza, unaelimika na unafurahia. Twakujuza kila mara, tutia fora kukupasha yaliyomo, yanayojiri na kujenga maisha mbeleni. Hii ni runinga ya maisha. The stage is set. The time is now. Credible news. It is Prime News. Only on Maisha TV. Prepare for the beast. Informative. Authoritative, unbiased. Welcome to Maisha News.
Right, welcome back. You're watching Maisha Prime News and thank you so much for staying with us. And now let's shift focus to our education segment by Millicent Makoha.
The message here is that education is essential for protecting and empowering society as a whole. A community made up of well-educated and invested citizens has the right ingredients to thrive. At the end of the day, it is not merely the ability to recall facts and figures that matters, but the power to seek and spread the truth. Sirihaya Mixed Secondary School, located in Butula Sub-County in Busia County, is one of the learning facility focused in enabling the nation to eradicate illiteracy in the surrounding community, as Maketso Peter, the school principal, narrates.
Mimi nafikiri kwa majina ninaitwa Mwalimu Maketso Peter, nikiwa mwalimu katika shule hii ya mseto ya Mtakatifu Petero Sirihaya, ikiwa hapa Butula Sub-County, gatuzi ndogo la Butula. Kwa uwezo wake Maulana, pia mimi ndiye mwalimu mkuu. Namshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu kwa hiyo. Alafu huwa nawafunza wanafunzi hawa somo la fizikia na kemia. Sasa nikiguzia kidogo kuhusu shule hii ya Mtakatifu Petero Sirihaya. Shule hii ilianzishwa mnamo mwaka wa 2004 kutokana na yale maono ambao stakeholders mbalimbali walikuwa nayo ya kuona kwamba waweze kujaribu kadri ya uwezo wao kuendeleza elimu ya wanafunzi ambao wanatoka kutoka kijiji hiki karibu hapa na labda wengine kutoka mbali kidogo, wale ambao hawakuwa na uwezo wa kuendelea na masomo yao shule zingine za mbali. Sasa ikakuwa kwamba nafasi iweze kupatikana ili shule iweze kujengwa hapa, na inaendelea kuwasaidia vizuri, kwa sababu upande wa masomo shule inaendelea vizuri.
The school has posted an admirable grades in the previous KCSE exams which triggered high enrollment in the school.
Tangu wakati huo mwaka wa 2008, wakati wanafunzi wa kwanza walifanya mtihani wao wa kitaifa wa kwanza, walijaribu kufanya vyema. Tangu wakati huo mwaka wa 2009 mpaka wakati huu tumekuwa tukipata wanafunzi ambao wanaelekea kwenye vyuo vikuu. Kama kwa mfano mwaka uliopita tumekuwa na wanafunzi 14 ambao walielekea vyuo mbalimbali vikuu, vyuo mbalimbali vya katikati ya makadri, na wengine nafikiri walifanya vizuri. Na pia tangu mwaka wa 2017 mpaka wakati huu amekuwa kuwa na positive improvement, positive index. Kwa hivyo hilo ni jambo ambalo ni la kujivunia, na tuna imani kwamba hata mwaka huu pia wataweza kufanya vizuri, kwa sababu tukiangalia pia mitihani ambayo wamefanya ya Migo, mtihani wa ACK Registration na Mbale pamoja na Butula Sub County Joint Exam walifanya vizuri.
Apart from academics, Sirihaya Mixed Secondary School also participate in both curriculum and co-curriculum activities such as drama, volleyball, athletics, music, among others. The school being mixed school, the discipline is paramount among the students. The students have appreciated the school management led by Mr. Peter Maketso, the school principal, for their dedication to achieve the school objectives. Mr. Maketso has also applauded the good work done by the school board of management and Butula sub-county leadership.
La muhimu sana ambalo ninaonelea kwamba nisisahau kulisema ni kwamba kuna ushirikiano mkubwa sana kati ya walimu, kuna ushirikiano mwema na wazazi pia wanatuunga mkono anga kwa kile kiwango ambacho kinatuwezesha kusonga mbele, na tunawashukuru sana. Pia kuna upendo mkubwa sana kati ya shule hii na stakeholders mbalimbali, tukiwemo na board of management yetu pamoja na education office ya Butula Sub County na hata county ya Busia. Tumekuwa na ushirikiano mwema sana, na kwa mfano madarasa ya kwanza yalijengwa na shirika ambalo ni la Educans, ambalo mwenyekiti wake wakati huo alikuwa ni chairman wetu wa board, Madam Mary Onyura. Na juzi tu tumekuwa pia na ile hali ya mwenyekiti wetu wa wakati huu wa board of management, Madam Mbala, ambaye ameweza kwa uwezo wake na kwa kujitolea kwake kwa ule upendo, kwa ajili ya ule upendo ambao ako nao kwa shule, akatuchimbia maji. Sasa saizi hatuna shida ya maji, tuna maji ya kutosha kwa shule, ambayo imekuwa ni kwa ajili ya ule uwezo wake Madam Jemima Mama na board chairperson wetu.
For Maisha Education segment, Maisha Television, I'm Millicent Makoha.
And now let's have a look at our special feature, My Hustle, My Story by Brian Gad.
Having a vision isn't a tough task. The expense and struggle comes at a time when someone strives to achieve the goal. Reverend Milton Makoha of Gospel Assembly Church, which is located in Bungoma town along Malaba-Webuye Highway, opposite Salmon Hotel, is one of the vision carriers who have struggled to achieve their aims.
Mimi ni Reverend Milton Makoha, ni mchungaji, nina kanisa inaitwa Gospel Assembly Church hapo mjini Bungoma. Iko kando ya barabara kuu ya kutoka Webuye kuelekea Malaba, opposite Salmon View Hotel. Hapo ndio ninahudumu kama mchungaji, as a senior pastor. Nina familia, nimeoa, nina mke na nina watoto watatu, one son na two daughters. Wote wamesoma, walimaliza chuo kikuu na wakati huu wanafanya kazi Nairobi, wengine Nakuru, na ninashukuru Bwana kwa familia ambayo niko nayo.
Reverend Milton, who at first was lecturer by profession, abandoned the work for Christ, where he started as a deacon and was promoted to senior pastor, where he is up to date.
Wito wa uchungaji niliopokea nilipokuwa nimemaliza chuo kikuu. Nilikuwa kwa chuo kikuu cha Nairobi, nikamaliza shahada yangu ya kwanza, nikapata kazi kwa serikali. Na nilipoanza kazi ya serikali, kuna wakati moja kuja na mhubiri fulani, nikakaa kwa mkutano na nikakuzwa, nikapokea Yesu kama Bwana na Mwokozi wa maisha yangu. Hiyo ni miaka kama more than 30 years ago. Na kuanzia hapo niliendelea kuhudumia serikali kwa wadhifa mbalimbali, na wakati huo nilikuwa nafanya kazi ya serikali na pamoja nafanya kazi ya Mungu. Nikawa kijana ambaye alikuwa active katika kanisa, na nikaendelea hivyo, nikafika pahali nikafanywa kama shamanzi kanisani. Kutoka hapo nikakuwa mzee wa kanisa. Ilinionyesha kwamba Mungu alikuwa bado ananifuatilia kwa sababu alikuwa amenipangia kazi. Nikaendelea hivyo. Wakati huo nilikuwa upande wa huko Kilifi. Nikatoka Kilifi nikakuja Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, nikafanya kazi pale. Lakini sambamba na kazi ya kawaida ya serikali, nilikuwa nafanya kazi ya Mungu. Kutoka Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology nikaenda ng'ambo. Nikaenda nikapata shahada ya masters. Lakini bado nilikuwa nashikilia kwamba kuna wito ndani yangu ya kufanya Mungu kazi. Kutoka hapo nikaenda katika chuo kikuu cha Kenyatta, ambapo nilihudumu kama deputy registrar wa academic. Lakini hata wakati huo ilikuwa ikifika siku ya kanisa, lazima niende kanisani. Na wakati kazi ya Mungu ilikuwa inakuwa kubwa, nikaona ni vizuri niache kazi ya serikali. Kwa hivyo ikifika 2014, nikaacha kazi ya Kenyatta University ambapo nilikuwa nikihudumu kama deputy registrar academic. Nikawaachana na hiyo kazi, nikasema wacha nikalie kazi ya Mungu. Na kutokea wakati huo sijaangalia nyuma, ninaendelea kufanya kazi ya Mungu.
He narrates the challenges he went through in his ministry and how he manages the situation.
Na ikafika mwaka wa 2007, Mungu akanituma huku Bungoma kuanzisha huduma. Na ingawa nilikuwa nafanya kazi kubwa katika university chuo kikuu cha Kenyatta, lakini kila weekend nilikuwa nakuja na safiri, kila weekend nakuja Bungoma kuhubiri. Na Mungu akanisaidia nikashikilia hapo. Tulianzia hapo karibu na pahali sasa karibu na uwanja wa ndege, kulikuwa hapo kanisa yetu pale ndani. Changamoto ilikuwa kucha kila weekend, lakini Mungu alinisaidia. Ilikuwa kazi ngumu, lakini kwa sababu nilikuwa na wito ndani yangu, I never gave up. Nikaendelea kuhuduma namna hiyo. Na kanisa ikaanza kupanuka, tukaanzia pale. Na baadaye Mungu akafungua milango, ndipo tukakuja hapo karibu na Salmon View Hotel. Na Mungu akatusaidia, nikajenga. Sasa kuna kanisa kubwa pale. Na hapo ndio tunakuwa na ibada kila Jumapili na Jumatano. Na imeendelea kupanuka. Na zaidi ya hayo, Mungu amenisaidia tena, nimefungua branches. Moja huko Tabuti, ingine iko huko Musikoma, na hapo Mandisini.
As a thanksgiving to the community, Reverend Milton started BAMBA Academy, which he says the community has benefited from.
Tumejenga hii shule inaitwa BAMBA Academy. Hii shule nilianza pamoja na mke wangu around 2013-2014. Nilianza kwa kimiujiza. Kwa sababu vile nilisema wakati nilikuwa nakuja kufanya huduma Bungoma, natoka Nairobi huko Kenyatta University na kuja hapa every weekend. Nikiwa kwa nyumba, watoto kila wakati walikuwa wanakuja kuchezea kwa compound yangu. Na ikaendelea hivyo. Alafu wakati wa Christmas, watoto wote kwa area wanakuja kucheza hapo kwetu. Alafu siku moja ukatokea mtu mmoja akakuja akatuuliza, wewe mchungaji, hao watoto wanaona vipi? Kwa sababu wanapenda kuja kwa boma lako. Akasema si ni vizuri hata waanzishe shule. Nikaona mimi mwenyewe ni mtu mmeenda shule, na zaidi ya hayo mimi ni mchungaji. Ule wito ukanikuza pamoja na mke wangu. Ndipo tukaamua lazima tutafute pahali tufungue shule. Na wakati huu hatukuwa na madarasa, lakini kulikuwa na marafiki hapa wa African Divine Church hapa karibu. Tulipoongea nao wakasema kama una walimu tunaweza kupatia room moja ulete wanafunzi pale. Na hapo ndio tukaanzia. Na polepole tukasanya pesa kidogo, tukanunua uwanja. Tukajenga madarasa ya mabati. Wakati huu naona tumetumia matofali. Vile naongea hivi, tuko na watoto zaidi ya 240 katika hii shule. Na Mungu ametusaidia mwaka huu, mara ya kwanza tumekuwa na darasa la 8. Wamefanya mtihani, walikuwa watoto 30 children wamekaa kwa mtihani hapa. Na kwa sababu niliona nirudishe asante kwa community, na nikaona shule kama hii ndio kitu kizuri ambacho naweza kupeana, elimu ndio kitu kizuri naweza kupeana kwa community. Na wale darasa la kwanza la class 8 wale walifanya mtihani hapa 30 children, hawakulipa chochote. Mimi na mke wangu tulikaramia hiyo. Na hata kwa hiyo we appeal the government also to consider us for something. The way wamejaribu kusaidia hata private universities, tunatoa wito kwa serikali kama inaweza kutusaidia ili tushikane mikono na tuendelee kupatia watoto wetu elimu ambayo ni nzuri.
Apart from being a pastor, Reverend Milton also does crop farming, dairy and poultry farming.
Na nyumbani pia ninafanya kazi fulani, hata nikiwa nafanya kazi ya Mungu, lakini kama mhubiri pia ninafanya kazi ya kulima.
However, he has advised young people in the ministry to persevere and not quit.
Kwa hii njia ambayo tumekuwa na changamoto fulani, wakati mwingine unaona ya kwamba pengine hata matoleo kanisani hamuna, lakini kama unategemea Mwenyezi Mungu, kama ni mimi nilikuwa mtu ambaye wa kusema lazima nitegemee binadamu, singeweza kuja nifike pahali ambapo nimekuja. Maana yake nilikuwa nakuja kutoka Nairobi kila weekend, nachukua basi pamoja na mke wangu, tunakuja kuhubiri, tunarudi Nairobi. Na Mungu akatusaidia. Zaidi ya miaka 10 tulikuwa tunakuja kila Sunday, kila weekend tunakuja na Bungoma, na Mungu amekuwa nasi. Ilikuwa changamoto lakini Mungu akatusaidia. Wakati mwingine ukafika wakati wa kutafuta kiwanja ambayo wachungaji wengi wanaona ni kitu kikubwa, lakini ukitegemea Mwenyezi Mungu na uhubiri sawa sawa, watu washike mahubiri, watasimama na wewe na utachenga kazi ya Mungu. Kwa hivyo wakati huu tumetulia, tunaendelea vizuri na tumeona mkono wa Bwana.
For Maisha Television, my hustle, my story, Brian Gad.
Alright folks, that marks the end of Maisha Prime News. My name is Rida Tebet Karing, and thank you so much for staying with us. Remember, Maisha Prime News comes to you every Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. and 9 a.m. and on weekends, that is Saturday and Sunday at 9 p.m. Enjoy the rest of the broadcast.